Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, November 24th, 2021. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. Yes, it is hump day, but it is also my Friday. We're not producing a DNB tomorrow or Friday, so bring on that extra long weekend. But before we get there, we do have some news. So, shall we? The bullets are still flying in Annapolis. Early yesterday morning, shots rang out in the Woodside Gardens apartment complex on Newtown Drive in Annapolis. As with the others, the police have no suspects and no apparent victims. Since the election earlier this month, we've had 3 shootings where people were injured, 1 armed home invasion, and 6 separate instances of shots being fired. That's an awful lot of violence in just 22 days. Yesterday, Ann Colt-Litis announced that Kanisha Johnson of District Heights was sentenced to 9 years in prison for driving under the influence of alcohol and severely injuring 2 people here in Annapolis. Back in February of 2020, Johnson was driving southbound on Aris T. Allen Boulevard when she swerved and crossed the median into oncoming traffic and hit victims head-on. Johnson was found to have 3 times the legal limit of alcohol in her system and was also traveling with her 2-year-old daughter, who was slightly injured. The Annapolis Fire Department, with the help of the Naval Academy and the county, made a good stop on a fire at the Watergate Apartments. A couch caught fire in a second-floor apartment, and firefighters were met with a haze as they entered the building. The fire was quickly extinguished and limited to the couch, thankfully, in the apartment. With the potential for significant fire, significant injuries, and significant loss of life, there is always a large response to these types of fires. 43 firefighters responded, and the resident was treated on the scene for minor smoke inhalation. The department does say that the cause was accidental and no one was displaced. Brooks DeBose from the Capitol is reporting that 676 mailed-in votes for the recent Annapolis elections were never removed from the electronic poll books, potentially allowing those folks to vote twice. And it appears that 3 people did indeed vote twice. The election board does say that they don't believe it was malicious, and they are working on a method to ensure that this doesn't happen again. And, this is only one of the loopholes in this new system, as far as I'm concerned. There are several. Last month, we talked with Lex Arizi from Fish for a Cure, and it's a fun program to raise funds for the Cancer Institute at AAMC. Over the past 15 years, they have raised more than $15 million, and this year there were more than 2,000 donations, and the top vote raised $108,000. Slowly and surely, we are kicking cancer's ass and helping the patients and their families along the way. And as we begin to wrap it up, the holidays are kicking off this weekend. It's the big weekend. It all starts on Saturday for Small Business Saturday. The weather looks fabulous, so get out there and spend money locally and keep it here in our community. Sunday is a busy day with Artist Sunday, and on that day, you are encouraged to shop amongst the myriad of local artists that we have here in town and galleries. Sunday also sees the Grand Illumination, which does start at 4 p.m. at Zachary's Jewelers with a reading of The Nutcracker, followed by the Chesapeake Ballet performing vignettes from The Nutcracker, and then finally the illumination of the city's Christmas tree and menorah, and then a visit by the big guy in the red suit with the white beard. The Downtown Annapolis Partnership has been busting their chops, and you don't want to forget, put these dates on your calendar. Midnight Madnesses are December 2nd, 8th, and 16th. And finally, up this weekend on the Local Business Spotlight, we speak with Stacy Ferrance, who is the owner of a brand new store in the Annapolis Town Center called Stardust Deluxe. It was fun getting to know her. And because we know you guys will all be getting withdrawal because we're taking a break for a few days, you want to look for a bonus podcast on Thanksgiving about Jonah's journey. It is heartbreaking, I will warn you. And then on Friday, Black Friday, we have one with Steve and Constance from Zachary's Jewelers with some thoughts on some gifts that you might want to consider for the holiday season, shopping in general, and we also talk about the big construction project coming to the city of Annapolis in February. So you do want to keep your ears peeled for those too. All right, that is it for the news. But first, a quick thank you to our sponsors for today's Daily News Brief: Solar Energy Services, the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster Company, and the Hospice of the Chesapeake. And you know, I would be remiss if I ended without offering a heartfelt thank you to everyone for listening, for reading, for tweeting, and whatever. Without you, Eye on Annapolis would not be. Period. Hard stop. And for that, I am thankful. And for that, I thank you. Have a safe and wonderful Thanksgiving, and we'll be back at it again on Monday. All right, hang tight. George Young from DCMDVA Weather is standing by with your locally forecast weather report. All of that in a few seconds.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster Company.
I always look forward to November as I think of it as a whole month to focus on gratitude. I am incredibly grateful to our past and current clients who've entrusted us with the sale of one of their largest assets, their homes. Over the past 2 years, that's nearly 200 individuals and families who we've had the privilege to serve. I'm grateful that we get to be a part of their lives when their families grow, grateful to be trusted when a loved one is lost or becomes ill, grateful to be a part of helping someone become a homeowner for the very first time, and grateful to be a part of someone's moving onto the water or finding a second home retreat. I'd like to take this opportunity to challenge you to think of the people in your life that you are grateful for. Friends, family, coworkers, service providers, and so many others. Reach out and let them know. And if we can help you with a move in the future, give us a call.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-599-1370 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Wednesday, November 24th. Yesterday was outright cold across the Annapolis region, despite the sunshine, but today and tomorrow will bring improvements before temps then drop back again to a below-average status. Look for sunny highs today in the 46 to 52-degree range with light winds ahead of a very nice Thanksgiving Thursday tomorrow with mixed skies and highs in the 53 to 59-degree range. Ahead of another frontal boundary that'll bring some showers to the region overnight Thursday and through portions of Friday morning with highs Friday back down around 50 degrees before skies clear for the weekend and into next week, with temps again back in the 45 to 52 degree range for daily afternoon highs. Okay, that's it for today and for this week. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there and definitely have an enjoyable and fun Thanksgiving Day and holiday weekend ahead. Stay healthy and be safe wherever you go and whatever you do. And as always, be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and also download our app on all of your devices by searching DCMDVA Weather from the Apple or Google App Stores, so you can always stay weather informed.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services, with your Clean Energy Minute. Does your home experience power outages? Or maybe you're concerned about energy resilience in general? If so, that's another great reason to consider clean, quiet solar-powered energy with battery backup. You may have heard residential solar adoption has rapidly increased during the pandemic for multiple reasons, and many homeowners like yourself are adding battery backup and electric vehicle charging to their solar projects. And with Maryland's residential energy storage income tax credit, along with the federal tax credit for batteries when paired with solar, the economics are quite compelling, and that secure feeling is even better. So whether you're looking for clean energy, energy resilience, or overall peace of mind with solar energy, we can help. To schedule a free solar design, call us today at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net. But hurry, sunshine's a-wasting.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
Advanced illness decisions aren't always easy. Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, wants you to know you do have a choice over who provides care, what type of care, and when and where your loved one receives that care. Learn more at hospicechesapeake.org.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.